Thank you for meeting with me today, April. I just wanted to check back in. And how are you doing this week?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
It's been a little rough. Just feeling depressed.
Yeah. In what ways are you feeling depressed?
It's really hard to get out of bed in the morning and like get motivated to do really anything. I don't like physically feel good, and it's just affecting me all around.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like your medications from chemo and radiation are kind of...
Yeah, it's really exhausting.
Yeah. That's one of the common side effects. And when you say it's difficult getting out of bed, what ultimately gets you out of bed?
I don't like the idea of like staying in bed all day.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, like when I'm not tired anymore, like I'll get up and like talk to my mom or something like that. But I try to avoid it. I want to avoid it as much as possible, just because it's just like a sense of dread of just like getting through another day when I don't like really want to.
And what things do you typically like look forward to during your day? Is there anything in particular?
I like to be outside.
Mm-hmm.
I like spending time with my mom, even though it can be stressful because I have to do a lot of like caretaking for her when I really need someone to like take care of me, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I like the time I have with her.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're going through a lot. You know, you have this diagnosis, and you're kind of working through taking care of yourself in addition to taking care of your mom. So there's a lot on your plate, and you know, it's not completely abnormal to think when you wake up, gosh, I got to do a lot today. I don't know if I want to get up.
Yeah.
You know. But I think that something that could be helpful is kind of working through. You said you like to be outside. And we talked last week about how you wanted to kind of improve your health because you feel like that'll be able to help you. You spoke with Dr. Cherry about incorporating the medications and kind of get you up and feeling better. What about if we worked to maybe incorporate like a walk into your day? How's your neighborhood? Is there like a route you can go, or?
There's like a small trail kind of close to me, which I used to like going on walks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's hard. Like I can't go for very long, but like maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, I could try to do that.
I think that'd be a great way for you to kind of take a break from your day, something you could look forward to, and just, I mean, even going for a walk, it's been shown that it can just kind of clear your head and get you focused. And you think that might be something you would like to work for?
I could see that, like helping me feel better.
Okay, good. Let's try to do that maybe before next week. And you said your mom, is she requiring a lot of care lately, or is it typically the same? It's just kind of the additional burden.
Yeah, I think it's mostly for the same.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And has she been helpful at all with you? I mean, you know, you said you spoke with her about some of the things that you're going through. Is that?
Yeah, she's been a little more receptive, and like after we kind of had a conversation about everything, I think she understands where I'm coming from more. So it's been a little better.
That's great. I mean, you've made some great progress even with just the couple of weeks that you've been here. And I think taking a step and kind of realizing, you know, one of the main things I like to applaud you on is that you're here. I mean, you know, you're here every time. You're getting all of your treatments. You're taking all of your medications. I mean, that's huge. And it's those little things that build up. And you may not be feeling well, but you're doing everything you can to get feeling better, you know, and that's important. I just wanted to talk a little bit about kind of a different thing. We talked about looking into maybe a support group.
Yeah.
And I know I set you up with the wig with Lynn, who you met, yes, and she loved you too. She was talking about you after. She runs a support group, actually. It's called Look Good, Feel Better.
Okay.
I know we talked a little bit about self-esteem and how you're not feeling good and you feel like a certain way, and then you don't put that much emphasis in your appearance, and then you're just, you know, blah throughout your day. And so this group, it meets every Tuesday. And I could look into setting you up with some transportation to it because it is related to your diagnosis and treatment. And it's a group of cosmetologists and hairstylists, and they come and they provide you with makeup and hair products, and they show you how to apply it, and you get to keep all of that stuff. Would that be something that you're interested in?
I think it sounds interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like you have to do a full face of makeup every day, but now you have new makeup, and you know, it's something that you could little by little kind of incorporate into your lifestyle.
Okay.
Some other things for support groups. We talked about maybe one with you and your mom. I know you mentioned you're not a fan of one-on-one therapy, like as in with my supervisor, but would you like a support group that you and your mom could go to together, or would you prefer one just with you?
I think it would be kind of nice to have like my mom included in it. Maybe it would help her understand a little more what's going on.
Okay.
But I'll have to talk to her and see if she'd be open to it too.
Okay. I know that was something we just mentioned last week, and so I wanted to look into it, but I wanted to make sure I knew what you wanted before I kind of started that digging. Did you bring, I think, is this here the application that you brought for the Cancer Foundation?
Right.
Great. So I will turn this in, and you brought your Social Security benefit letter. Wonderful. So that's going to be a pot of about $500 that we can use for your prescriptions, right? Mm-hmm. It can also be allotted to things like groceries, utility bills, gas, which I don't think that we would need. Would you like me to get something else for this application, or you want to just start with prescriptions?
Yeah, I think like prescriptions and groceries would be like the two main things. Utilities would be kind of helpful too.
Okay, so groceries, it's $50 to either Walmart or Ingles. Which one would you prefer?
I think Walmart's closer.
Okay, so we'll get that. I'll turn this in. They will give you a call once you're approved, and then I will turn in for a $50 card, and that will get mailed directly to you. So hopefully that kind of eases some tension and some stress in terms of prescriptions. We're going to get those knocked out of the way for the first couple months, and then get you some groceries, and maybe you could look for some more healthful things like we were talking about.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Thank you.